You know, in life, you have many purposes, you have many duties and responsibilities. And one of mine is the Sacramento WNBA coming back home. I'm going to introduce you to some, and for those who know them well, the Sacramento Monarchs, they get it done, WNBA champions. The story was left and not completed, as it was a surprise to all as they went out of the WNBA and they didn't even know it was happening. When you're a champion, sometimes in life you've got to become a better man. And when you become a better man, that's when life really tells you everything that's going to go down. With the city of Sacramento that stands tall is a city that's built off of the family, friends, and relationships. This is something that most people wouldn't even know. But the Monarchs, they won the WNBA championship. They woke up one morning and everything was taken away. When you look at it, you look back on it, and you got to look at what actually happened and how did it happen. It lets you know one thing, that life is not fair. I bring it to you. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. And I bring it to you in the right way because sometimes in life, things are just not fair. And that's what happened to the Monarchs. They disappeared from us so fast that I only could come back and tell you today that the day will come where the Monarchs are going to return. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be tomorrow. But the quest and the journey for what they have brought to us, the city of Sacramento, a WNBA championship, and now we don't even have a team. When you look at these things, you have to ask yourself, can I be a better man? And when you're a better man, as Lucky Witherspoon is sharing, there's still unfinished business. Going back to Arco Arena, my. Remember in the days that you could play this game and you played it with freedom. There was nothing holding you back in the city of Sacramento, as Shaquille O'Neal called us, the Cowgirls or the Sacramento Queens. Well, we had queens and they were taken away from us. And my quest and journey
just
is to bring the
loved
queens back.
playing in Sacramento. Everywhere we went, we felt special. We felt like, we were something more than. It speaks to the Sacramento community.
But every man can be a better man. And if you're willing to be a better man, then you can move up. And it's not going to come from nothing but hard work and dedication. As Mr. Lucky Witherspoon explains to us, each and every day it's time to be a better man. And for the WNBA, I say to you, it's time to come back to Sacramento. When you look at the players, the shooters, the passing, the city of Sacramento represents the WNBA very well. I look at Kathy Engelbert as she talks about all the other cities. Keeps open looking, but you know what? There was a time there was one that was tending sheep. They came to look at the family and they asked, is there one other? Sacramento is the place, the hotbed of basketball, WNBA. We have it. We have it. We have the 49ers. We have the Raiders. Moved to Las Vegas, but they're still our fans. We have the Warriors, and of course you have the Valkyries. But you can't complete this task unless you return and finish what you started. And that's what I'm looking for. Kathy Engelbert, WNBA, you must understand one thing. City to city, state to state, there is no place like Sacramento. The city which was built from the farmlands has now turned into a full-fledged metropolitan city. The Oakland A's are coming to Sacramento. They're going to find a home as they relocate from Oakland, California. WNBA teams, if you're looking to relocate, Sacramento is your home. Goes all the way back to Ruthie Bolton. And things never change. When I met Ruthie, I met someone that God had chosen, God had gifted to do his work. And the journey that Ruthie Bolton, the WNBA, U.S. Olympic team ambassador, my, there's nobody out there like Ruthie Bolton. She's been chosen, she's been God gifted, and she loves the city of Sacramento. But champions are made, they're not born. Picking cities that you feel will outlast Sacramento, that's just a terrible mistake. Let me tell you why, folks. Because when you get an opportunity to be in the city of Sacramento, you have been chosen and God gifted. And for all the young women empowerment, lifting up this game to greater heights, the game will be lifted up right there in the city of Sacramento. And why do I say this time and time again? Because we believe. And when you believe, that's when it happens. But everybody else, you can try all those other cities, Kathy Engelbert, but Sacramento, we're still standing tall. And you look at the fans in the city of Sacramento, and they said we can't draw WNBA fans. I don't know what it is, but something's got to change. In the WNBA, it's time to come home. And when I say come home, WNBA, it's time to come to the city of Sacramento. The ladies, they put on a show, and abruptly, they closed the doors. You know why you got to be a better man? Because the ladies be a better man and a better woman. It's because nobody gave the Monarchs any notice. They woke up one morning and found out they were out of a job. In life, sometimes you got to go back and make a wrong right. And that's what the WNBA has to do. Because when I look at it, and I look at the city of Sacramento, and the way the Monarchs finished, no. To the Maloofs, we salute you. We understand corporate enterprise business, and we understand the times were tight. Assets had to be liquidated to hold on to the Sacramento Kings. But the women paid a price. And can you imagine if they were in Sacramento today? These same women, what would they do? You have to look at it and say to yourself, all things are possible to those who believe. And when you get that opportunity to do what you must do, I will tell you this, folks, life is never going to be fair. Life is going to be what you make it. You're going to have to make it each and every day, but I'll tell you something. It all depends on who you are and what you're willing to do. For me, I'm just somebody living my life with a purpose. And the purpose I have now is bringing the WNBA back to Sacramento. And I'll tell you this time and time again. All things are possible to those who believe. And as Lucky Witherspoon's put it, you just got to be a better man and be a better woman. That's the way it goes.